I think some of the things that fly in the face of common sense are the fact that, as Arlington points out, they're running out of space in 40 years, and I hope they have a long-range operations planner looking at that. My son was killed 82 days ago, and my son is not a second-class citizen. He was in uniform. He was in an authorized position as a crew chief door gunner, and he was training with 7 Tier 1 Marines who were training for combat. That's pretty active to me, everybody in my family, and all those who were on board. At this time, for my son to be denied ground burial there, and the concern is that for those who are now serving on active duty, that there might not be room for them when they retire, I would have to answer that there ought to be a form of prioritization here. My son will not grow old. My son will not retire. My son died in the line of duty, and that should be a pretty obvious qualification for his ground burial at Arlington.
How did you find out what happened?
I found out in what is probably the most difficult way our soldiers are notified. It's when someone comes to your front door in dress blues and tell you that your loved one has been killed in service. I knew that there had been a horrible accident from the news and that 2 helicopters were in and that one came back, and I did not know which one my son was on until the casualty assistance officers came to my front door.
So with the situation now at Arlington, we reached out to Arlington, and this is what they said to us. His record of service makes him eligible for inurnment, meaning cremation, so he may be forever enshrined at Arlington National Cemetery. However, since at the time of his death he was on active duty for training only, he therefore does not meet the well-established criteria for an internment at Arlington National Cemetery. Is cremation an option for you, sir?
Well, what I would like to address here is I would like to ask others and their parents that if your son or daughter was on active duty and killed on active duty, the fact that they're in the National Guard doesn't make them a second-class citizen. Don't they have the right to be interred there when they gave their life? To say that we should burn the remains of my son so as to put them in a smaller vessel for more space there, when the space that we're providing over the next 40 years will be for others who have retired, who will actually have the opportunity to retire and grow old, troubles me, as my son was 26 and he will not have the opportunity to retire. He should have the opportunity for ground burial there.